Welcome back, everyone, to an episode of Surviving Mars Relaunched with me, Dr. Munchkin. So last time, if you've been following along, we finally reached some stability, being able to get our rare metals online, as well as starting to get some money through a TV workshop. We also got the achievement for getting 100 births on Mars. So now what we're doing is there's another achievement for 250 people with this particular faction, but with a comfort level of 70 plus, which is what we are trying to get. To that end, I am working on constructing another dome even right here so that we can further our exploits with that. And we do want another TV workshop. But because we're getting money, we even have 2 rockets available. I even want to send one back to Earth. In fact, I would like, actually, probably this one. Oh, what? I can add, say, 50 and get 1 billion. Okay, prepare resources. I didn't know we could also ship exotic materials back, but we're going to want to do that and get some more electronics. So we can go ahead and fund the other items that are going on. Polymers, we're producing enough. Machine parts, we're producing barely enough. But we also want to barrel down our research. That was not the right tab. And we want to maybe get some more physics stuff for trains. Travel faster. We're researching that's right, the inner light's going on. We're starting to see things. There's lots of stuff going on. But I feel more stable about the current colony. But as we get into this, as always, if you guys like the content, please make sure you guys like and subscribe. I would appreciate that. Power is currently not an issue, although things are going to start needing maintenance, because we have the double power available. But we will need to be careful about things going forward. We are getting more concrete over here because our concrete was exhausted.
A building has stopped working.
And what has stopped working? Oh, not enough workers. Yeah, we started building these things as well. So these things require electronics, which is fine for us, but it also provides shopping and gaming services.
Research complete.
The Dreamer Brainwave Project confirmed the hypothesis.
Oh, nice.
The Chief Security Officer shared his findings on the Dreamers with us.
Affirmative. So we're going to come over here to our school then. And instead of nerd, I want to have dreamer. So hopefully we can start making some dreamers. You guys will get fuel into there. You're getting those rare metals. I don't want it on a reoccurring system. We should hopefully be producing some electronics, maybe? Possibly? Yeah, you're making electronics. What is my production on that? Barely enough. Oy, what is... Oh, that's right. I did build, I think, an electronics thing there. That's right. Okay, breakthrough. No, that could be cool. None of them are really good. This one is actually all right. Workaholic is really nice to have, especially if we can get that online. We are starting to barrel down this one. Hopefully we can get some stuff there. Research is going okay. I would like some genius colonists for that. Proper machines parts factory would be cool, but more importantly, I would actually like a rare metal factory, because that would be even better. And there's large stations. Okay, you are going somewhere. You should be taking off. There we go. Breakthrough discovered. I don't know. Where is my little rover guy? Okay, you're there. Oh, that was the breakthrough we had there. That's right. I don't know if we can actually get over there. I would need to have a drone rover so that we could actually do some landscaping to get up there, which we might actually grab, among other things. And how are we doing here? We are working on that, but I am going to get an influx of lots of goodies, let's say, once these guys return. Here's our little rover guy. We have that concrete. It's just barely hanging on. I know, right? We are actually getting homeless again, which is bad. Power, I think I do probably need a little bit more power. We can check out the council session while we're at it. Do a couple of those. What do they want? Open floor. Unlock the option for heavy workload. I mean, we can just prepare that. That is easy enough to prepare. I actually want to vote on that, though. Because we like it, and then it should solve my homeless problem temporarily. It should have vacant resident slots is 59. That is good. That means I can support more. We have the children coming up. This happiness here, they're missing drinking. This happiness here, we're missing relaxation and playing. This provides, or should, check the one over here, right?
Funding received.
Shopping and gaming. Okay, well we got
Sector
our
scan.
ship. So let's go ahead and get a, no, not that. Rover RC Commander. How about that? That is a lot of money, but we get 35 electronics and a few more polymers. Yeah, that'd be good. Launch. Because you guys should still be getting me a bit of money in the interim, and we're going to land that over here. Yeah, because we are going to need lots of goodies. But 35 electronics is a lot. I really want...
has stopped working.
Yeah, insufficient electronics. We were probably poor to do that, but we did it anyways. We are building these guys with our minuscule amount of things. And if we barrel down and find the electronics factory, that's the priority. I think it's in physics, I don't know. It could just be farther down the chain here. And there's our stem cell reconstruction. Because I would like to build it there. But we are on Sol 70, and we are getting up there in people, which is solid. You are coming back. In fact, I do have more money. How are you guys doing? You're almost there. I can wait for that time, for that to elapse first. And you guys just need concrete, which should be actually going there. We're actually fine on concrete now, so power should be coming up. And we can even do that once we get more polymers. Oh, I really wanted a school. That's education. Do I have that unlocked yet? Can't remember. Martian University? Yes. You require 15 electronics, but that will start training specialists, which will be good for us. So once this guy arrives, we'll have a bunch and a prefab for an RC Commander, so we can start building over there. We could even, if we got shuttles online, start building that dome to get even more rare metals and things. But we don't, unfortunately, have that available. Where did you go? You're just stuck there because I don't think you can get elsewhere. What? Oh, whoa, really? That is awesome.
Research complete.
New Stirling generator. Can I outsource? I can. We're going to outsource a little bit to really increase that. And I do want these things online. In fact, I'm going to do that one first. We are building that. You, go ahead and land over here. And get polymer and construction sites. What do I can... Oh, I know what it is. It's this over here. So if I just pause that, it should decrease, maybe. I don't know where my other polymers are going. Oh, there it is.
Has stopped working.
Yeah. That is awesome. That is so much money. Alright, well, you guys are getting a bunch of electronics in, so that should help production. So we can get this online, start training individuals, which will be good. We have the train set up to go over here, and they can migrate over. We should be able to get over there and start fixing things. That's even better. And you are almost done. You just need a single polymer, and then we will be happy for the most part. We are almost up to 250 individuals as well. Now, apartments do cost polymers, which is a problem, but is not the end of the world. But if I get you, which is being built, perfect. And you, I actually want you to come over here. And I wanted
Research
to
complete. Anomaly found. Sector scanned.
landscape it
Funding received.
to go from, say, here to there. All right, new anomalies. Perfect. Oh, I'm loving that one. That is research anomaly. And then come back. All right, research complete. Subsurface heaters. That's fine. That's fine. More funding from scan sector. Coming over here. What are we starting to see? Solar panels gradually killing themselves from dust. Not a problem. I would like this as well. It is fairly cheap. But we're getting some good research, especially because we're getting that outsourcing going. So we're going to start barreling down some things. You do not have power. That is fine. Let's go ahead and get some power. And we have another event going on. Let's see what this one is. Oh,
You sit comfortably as the mirage washes over you, taking you deeper into the trance. The next thing you know, you're Cal once again.
Reggie.
The Watcher senses your approach, turning to face you before you can so much as utter a word. Later that evening, you stand next to the Watcher as he gives a speech before the Chamber of Labor.
Well, let's go
You
ahead.
have a moment in front of the crowd before reality crystallizes, freezes, shatters.
Oh. Interesting. Alright, well that should get power lines if I come over up into buildings. I should be able to get homes and apartments online over here. Something like that. And then we do need some services in there. I also want to do some production. Let's go ahead and get
Council session open.
something like that online. Get some power there. Do a little bit of that. Water, ooh, I'm gonna need some water. New cargo rocket, moisture vaporizers, check. I'm gonna go ahead and grab some electronics while we're at it, some of that. And that should be good for now. I would like those, but not as much. So we're gonna do that, and then I do want to get more production. I want another polymer factory over here as well. Something like that, and then on the inside, we are going to need some dome services. So let's actually get Big Boy in here. Same with that one. Let's go ahead and get a full grocer there. How about a diner as well? I do want another TV workshop while we're at it, and then let's go ahead and grab that. And then we do have some room for that electronics factory that I want to go there. This should be able to get to this as well. Faster trains will help with that, especially if I add more, which I should be able to add. You. We're just going to send you back. You are coming with 2 moisture vaporizers. Okay, that shouldn't be an issue. We do have electronics. Okay.
Research complete.
Nice. Going back to research, what do we got? That's factory upgrades. Well, you know what? That could actually be helpful to us. And I kind of want that here so we can actually produce more polymers and things, since we have power. Like, power is not a problem with the double power. What do you guys want? Open floor.
Vote passed.
There we go. We passed that vote. Alright, the other thing we're going to need is once this rocket... No, that's not what I wanted. This rocket goes back, which it should shortly, hopefully, possibly, maybe, is that we should be able to get more people to come, including geniuses, which will help with research, and religious people, the whole 9 yards. We can actually do it now, but only 12.
Has stopped working.
Oh, perfect. What actually stopped working? Okay, why are we out of machine parts? We shouldn't be at... You have machine parts right here. Like, literally, just go next door. He's like, hey, how you doing? I'll be like, oh, yeah, you know. Jobs, though. We should be getting all this online ever so slightly. I am running out of concrete, though. This is still fine. Ooh, we can amplify. We're going to amplify that. Can I amplify these guys yet? No. Didn't realize I could amplify that. I could amplify this as well. There's nothing available. Oh, I didn't realize that. Well, pause. Let's then not worry about amplifying it. This guy, though, let's go ahead and drop you over here like that. That should help.
Sector scan. Funding received.
We are almost done with faster trains, which will be helpful. This brings more of that. You're almost... Oh, what? You still don't have enough fuel? Okay, lovely. Where's all my fuel? Do I need more fuel?
Research complete.
Alright, life production. Let's go ahead and get a few more of these online. They should all be connected. Research complete. Mirage is unknown. You. Once those are actually built, we should be good once this one's connected. There we go. We can also increase their production ever so slightly. How are we doing on the research? Sectors can now be deep scanned. That would be awesome. Actually, a drone hub would be really good too. Factory amplification is really big though, because then we can supercharge hopefully all of these things. We're at Sol 73. We're almost at the point where we have too many people as they start to build all of this. But I will need you guys to go back. What is taking all my electronics though? That should just be machine parts. Where are all my electronics? Construction sites, none. Construction sites, 26. Upgrade construction. Oh, because we're upgrading you for more. You're amplified now, and you're producing 17, which should help with that. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to go ahead and destroy this.
Planetary anomaly found.
Because we don't need that stood up right now. Oh, planetary anomaly. What is this one? Breakthrough, send expedition. Coming over here, you. No, no, no! We'll get it when we get back. Because we're going to bring people in to this one, to the point that I do want to get a pad over here. Like that. Don't need the trade routes. I don't know why polymers are always such a problem, but this should be training. Oh, I need to open up another shift. We've had 0 graduates thus far, but you can see how many engineers we need as well as other people. And so hopefully we can bring some of that speciality in. And we are almost about another soul will be good to amplify, which will be solid.
Funding received.
And more funding. Oh my gosh, how much funding did we get? Another 100 mil. That is solid. We're able to upkeep. We're almost at that magical 250. Are you actually selling stuff? You are. Look at that. How's the dome happiness? Missing drinking, dining, and shopping. Well, this provides...
The building has stopped working.
Shopping? What stopped working? Why do I have so much concrete problems? What I really need is there is that tech that allows me... Actually, do I have that yet? I do not. There's the tech that allows me to convert waste rock into concrete, which would be phenomenal.
Council session open.
Let's see what these guys want. Oh no, we're voting on
Vote
that.
passed. Sector scan. Funding
Nice.
received.
So that should also just increase the happiness because we're increasing the power of the vistas that are present. All right, coming back over here, I'm going to get a passenger rocket, which I didn't realize was just whatever. Let's go ahead and get some engineers, some not geologists. In fact, I don't need geologists. I don't need scientists in this one either. We can do that, that, and that. We will need all of that. And then I want perks. Let's get sexy, which would be helpful. I want... There are no saint available. Interesting. And genius. All right, well, there's no saint in general, and then that's just... Fill empty seats. Who's my genius? Oh, genius, where are you? Gamer, rugged, religious, sexy, religious. I don't want to look through all the applicants. Nah. Alright, just fill the empty seats. We have one medic, a bunch of engineers, which will be solid. No specializations are technically okay, and 2 botanists. That will be fine. We're just going to land that here as well. I do need concrete. It is starting to hurt me. How far can I go? If I built one here, I might be able to reach that. Get another remote dome, because this can actually carry on over here, which would be cool. Research, factory amplification could help, but I don't know where the electronics part is, an electronics factory. Okay. But we are out of electronics, yeah, but we have money, so I am going to go back over here, get a cargo rocket, and just do that. Don't want drones. I think I have enough drones. I'm going to just grab 5 polymers. Go ahead and launch that. That'll be helpful. Getting this online. We're checking the comfort, obviously, because we still have that achievement to get 250 colonists with 70% happiness. So we're going to look at getting some of that play in here and relaxation and things. Hopefully that it helps increase things a little bit. We are really desperately needing those electronics. That refinery boost is going to be amazing because now we can actually increase overall production of those items, which would be awesome. Now we do need polymers, which we are also running low on. With 25% production, the power is not an issue because we do have that double power capability for our particular system. That was a lovely breakthrough. There we go. Let's go ahead and land it. Can't land it there. Let's land it nearby to try to get them to populate the new dome. This sometimes does not work, and it might not work. Not enough power. We are running into a power situation. Lovely. Concrete is still an issue as well.
A rocket
okay, a rocket arrived.
New colonists have arrived.
And there all they go to the wrong dome. Love you guys. Well, the power issue might be the causation for that because that dome is lacking power. Or is it might not be the dome. It may be something else. Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and get those online, hopefully. Now the issue is the concrete. We're not producing enough, and that is a problem. What we really need, and what I'm really finding, is that we don't have shuttles to remote bases to then get all the goodies we would actually need. And this map also really want
Sector
that
scan.
concrete excavator so we could get things. Okay, what do we got? Electronics we do have. We're gonna send you back, I think. Water. Oh, we can
A
amplify
building
water.
has stopped working.
That's right. We do need more fuel, though. As you can see here, we're actually burning a lot, so we're gonna go ahead and start building those. The issue is they require concrete. Everything requires concrete, and we do not have concrete, nor do I have the tech to actually, make it a concrete. Still have a bunch of jobs vacant, which is understandable. The turbine is a problem. Alright, changing priorities, concrete, yeah, that's my issue. I was actually surprised about the power situation. We're increasing the priority of these things. Hopefully that gets them to build it. Now we have the machine parts obviously in there, but we do not have anything else. Alright, you guys... We could upgrade you, that would help. So let's go ahead and hopefully try to do that. Opening you doesn't really do much. Yeah, just close that.
A building has stopped working. Council
Okay,
session
don't
open.
at risk because I don't have power. Why do we always have issues with, surviving? This particular faction is quite difficult, mind you.
Funding
And
received.
we don't have drone coverage because we don't have enough power. So if I go to the drone hub, where is it? There it is. And then we change the priority, that guarantees that it has power, as well as for maintenance. That will be a required speciality that we need. Alright, large turbines, still no destinations up there. Yeah, the concrete is why we're not getting fuel. Concrete, we are producing 17. However, it is just not going anywhere. Lovely. What we're actually going to do is go ahead and bid 2 power. Come on. We can build them here, and the reason we can build them here is because they're such close proximity. The idea is that they build these things quickly, and I have to deprioritize these ones just because I don't know if they'll still try to prioritize those. But now, hopefully, let's check this. Yes, we already have 2.6 concrete. That is not good because we don't have enough power to produce the concrete. So what we're going to do is we're going to prioritize you as well. That gives you power. Again, if I can get at least one of these online, we would be solid. Alright, you guys are fine. Food is okay for now. That should be done this cycle and hopefully get me enough power to save the colony? Question mark? We don't actually know. We're gonna go ahead and send you back. Actually, let's look for a planetary anomaly. Breakthrough? Might as well. Breakthrough could help save the colony. You also not good. But come on, we need that power.
Sector
Polymer
scan.
factory. We're just going to turn some
Funding
things off to hopefully save bacon. Now this is mainly external things, like fuel refinery. You can
A
see there are
building has
15
stopped
power.
working.
Polymer factories are also 15 power. And so that's a lot of power. That one's 30 power. So now we're barely in the positive, but now we have this guy immediately coming online, which should... Let's open the floor real fast. Let's check this. I don't care. Engineering actually is better for us because we're going for the electronics factory. Come on. Build! Give me my excess power! And so that's 46 plus of that boost that we're going to get. So we go ahead and turn these things back on. Get food production online. We have a little bit more power. I would rather have this online for polymer production. But before we get some maintenance online, is they're going to build the second one as well. That's an additional power boost. What do we want? I do the Soylent Green one that gets me. Rapid sleep. don't necessarily need that, but the domes restore sanity to their inhabitants every soul. The good vibrations, I'm kind of
Breakthrough
liking that,
discovered.
just for the notion of having happy colonists to hopefully, you know, get things a working. Okay, research. What do we got? You guys are still doing research, that's good. Building's not working. You might need to do something with. Let's send you back to Earth, because then we can get a large stockpile of things. That guy is almost built. We just need some machine parts, which you guys should be working. We are producing more than we're consuming there, which is good. Supposedly. Alright, rocket is back, so we got that breakthrough, that's good. You should be heading out. And electronics are doing alright. Perfect.
A building has stopped working.
Yeah. Maintenance is always required. Colonists, we don't really need that. Thinking a new self-sufficient dome over here. I don't actually know. Because we could build it. Just to better get the metals there, but then once they run out, obviously that wouldn't be good. Shift it over just one like that. Cable connections. And it's the concrete, which that dome is actually going to require 80 concrete, which we don't have, so we can't really build the dome. So, non-ideal for us. Nope, come on, let's pick another one. Unknown, or resources, or I don't have that one. Which one do we want? You know, we could... Yeah, let's send the drone ones, we don't waste the medics. We have the Explorer too, which we could send. Actually, checking on my Explorer, he's not doing anything because we need a ton of required waste rock, which we don't have. So we're going to actually have to get them to come over and bring waste rock in order for us to complete that task, to get up on that little ridge. We're still trying to get over here somewhere. Okay, what else do we have? Alright, this isn't connected, obviously, because the dome's not there, otherwise it would be.
Sector scan. Funding received.
Inner line, let's get rid of that. We can hook you guys up, maybe.
Cal,
Okay, more inner
the
light
note in your
stuff.
hand
This is good.
bears your name.
So this is our little
Its mysterious writer bidding you to visit them in the garden.
mystery. Here we go.
Your eyes flutter open as you feel the presence of someone else there. A figure in the bushes. You can't help but to gasp as they step into the dim glow of the streetlight. Leah sits down beside you, taking your hand.
Let's, I mean, we could take the cure together, but let's, you know, make it safer. No need to rush now.
Finding your sister after all these years. The thought of losing her again is
Yeah, it's enough to break us. But, let's see, manufacturer. Alright, you guys aren't actually connected to anything. We're getting the research. You really want the money. You're almost to Earth, so then we can get a resupply. You should be getting your fuel. Concrete is slowly coming up. We actually need to turn back on fuel production. Let's go ahead and get
A building has stopped working.
power. And then we do need pipes as well. What's the closest pipage? We can just get that over there, like that. So now those pipes are connected. That's good. And yeah, we're having Issues galore.
Funding
Okay, perfect.
received.
We're getting more power. So it's a positive 7. Barely, though. As things get built into that new dome, they require additional energy to function. So that is a problem. You guys don't have any... What do we need? It's just being researched. Electronics is a must. Some machine parts would be good. Let's go ahead and launch that. I'm really glad, though, we built that TV.
Sector scan. Funding received.
Okay, alright. The TV workstation.
A building has stopped working.
What do we need? What do we need? Alright, well, they're having huge problems with
Some
comfort, which isn't
colonists are
good.
earthsick.
I mean, we're on Sol 79. It's at the end of the
Council
world. We
session
might be able to
open.
pull this out of our butts. But it is a thing. Alright, looking over here. What do we have? There's building codes. That could be good. I mean, we can cover the cost
Vote
because we are
passed.
making the money. Fuel. Uh-oh. Let's work on helping them, let's say. Okay. What else do we got? Service building, full of shopping. Alright, that's 3D machine parts. That big factory would be awesome to cover our machine part production. We are having issues with maintenance because we need those electronics, which should be inbound.
A building has stopped working.
Yes. We're having constant issues because of manufacturing. Next time, or rather our next playthrough, we do really need to pick a better starting location that has what we need. Also, we expanded quite fast. Go ahead and do all these just to get more goodies, let's say. Building new maintenance, yes, machine parts are a problem. We are presumably producing enough, but they were going into construction, which was not good. They have 5, which will be helpful.
Funding received.
More funding, that's good. Manufacturing, yeah, we need that concrete. It's always about the concrete. What we could do, though, is we could actually import concrete, since we do have money. That could be helpful. You're still loading to go to the breakthrough? I think that's what that was. Alright, over here though, if we look at
building
that,
has stopped
can I add a
working.
second one? No. Because I would add a second one to even produce more. At least another 17, double the production. We'll go ahead and get rid of that because, you know, it requires concrete and Food is okay for now though, so we don't necessarily need that online yet. 30 jobs though, that could be nice to have. Okay. So we got a little bit of infusion of electronics and machine parts. That should help. Not enough resources because our fuel production is next to nothing because we're not producing enough fuel. And we keep sending rockets back and forth, which is just a lot of work. Alright, if we look at supply pod, let's go ahead and get some concrete because that will help us in the long run. Alright. So that will come. We're still working on it to get money. Concrete
A building
online.
has stopped working.
Do we ever get that research for drone hubs? We did not. So I would need more because this is a high and a very low. I'd like both of those online. Rockets would be amazing. Lack of money? Oh no, that's bad. That means I got a bunch of homeless. Okay, we're running into a new crisis because, you know, we can't not have a crisis here on Mars. But 17 per soul, we should be fine. Concrete maintenance, though, is through the roof. If I could get that online, that would be fuel. You would just need to be on... We actually have electronics coming up, and it's just concrete. Okay, so we might be okay in a hot sec. We'll just land you here. I don't have any more research.
A rocket has arrived.
Yes, a rocket has arrived. I like it. So you are landing? No, you're loading. Yes. So hopefully you can get that online.
A building has stopped working.
Because if you can get everything into there, then we can get more people working. They should be happier in this dome. They need playing, relaxation, gaming. And dining. Why isn't dining up? You know, we can just activate more on the diner and the grocer. We'll actually do that. Add
Sector
more people.
Scan. Funding received.
Are they actually... Alright, more funding. That's good. How are you doing? Almost done with that. This is going to be jobs right here. In fact, we could do that and increase even more jobs.
Council session open.
Love it. Definitely need... This is
Vote
required.
passed. A building has stopped working.
We're going to do that to begin with. Polymers, I actually don't need this one online as much anymore. We're at 95% though for that,
Funding
which is good.
received.
More oh my gosh, that's huge. Alright, who's going back to Earth? Where are you going? What are you doing? Yeah, destination Earth. That would be solid, because then I can get a... Actually, I don't have enough for another rocket, unfortunately. I'm beholden to my fuel production, which I have fuel production, I need more fuel production. Actually, go ahead and polymerize that to get more. Oh, did we not? Oh. Well, that will take care of that. You can be amplified. Yes, you're barely producing any. And how is the well doing? We still have a lot, which is good. Concrete, though, is our issue. And in construction sites, we have a bunch required. That's just for power. You know what? I don't actually need all that power right now.
A building has stopped working.
I am going to get rid of those.
Research complete.
Nice. So this is what we're going to do. Production. Large machine parts factory. There we go. You should be able to be built. And then once we can get that online, I can actually get rid of this guy. Now, metals we're still producing. That still has 400, that's good.
Sector scan. Funding received.
What is this? Oh, that's not on. Let's power that back on. Let's check our research. Did we find anything? Oh my gosh. You would be amazing. I really want drone hubs though. They're very expensive. Okay, maybe not so much right now. We'll get you guys online though. That'll be done in a couple souls. If I could actually know what I'm going to do. Because we can, I'm going to outsource.
A building has stopped working.
And you guys, we can just go ahead and add more people in there. Food is becoming a problem. So I'm going to need you to be extra happy. Yeah, food, we are eating more food than we are producing. So I need to be working. Okay, your destination is flying to there. You are going to Earth. I am going to have to... Building's not working. Insufficient fuel. Oh yeah, we're doing that.
Research complete.
Okay, so what did that complete for me? The fuel stuff. I think we're just gonna go start down this route. Yeah, if I could get that, I mean, it's very expensive, mind you, but it would be helpful. I am gonna do that first though, because I want increased production, and over here I am gonna do this.
Funding received.
And we just got 300 mil from that, so we could build an atomic accumulator, which would help. Resources are coming up. We're actually, electronic consumption is 9. Oh my god. We're gonna need to bring some electronics back too, guys. But this guy is rocket landing site. Go there. We have 324 people. We have enough people for our happiness. In fact, if I go ahead and go to, not that, go to colonists and we sort by, or rather their comfort. The question is, how far down the road do we need to go? So we need to be above 70, which I assume would be this. I'm not going to copy all of them, but it feels like we have a ways to go. And so what I actually need to do is also just open up these. Small grocery we can open up. That's still fine. That is fine. Over here, though, did I have a diner in here?
A building has stopped working.
Playing and shopping. Okay, well this needs to come over here ASAP. Playing and shopping. Do I have any dome services that provide playing and shopping? Luxury and shopping. But you guys really needed playing. I need something play-wise. That's relaxation, drinking, gaming. That's nothing. The only playing I really have, that's exercise actually. Is that this? Playing. We'll add that in. What do you guys need? Luxury.
A rocket has arrived. A building has stopped working.
Okay, go ahead and destroy that. How are we doing over here? Over here, we are actually going to go ahead and destroy that and destroy that. And then over here, I'm going to go ahead and build Dome Services, Art Store. Move the remains.
Council session
Move the
open.
remains. There we go, amplified. But now we're producing 8, and that should be solid. But over here now, because we want that luxury, add an art store there. And we can actually go ahead and add another art store over here, especially because we're producing lots of polymers. Okay, that's starting to get
Funding
helpful.
received.
That's coming up. You are still loading. You are awaiting
Sector
orders.
scan.
That's good. How are you doing? Well, we have 1.3 billion, which is nice. And electronics is waning. That will be done shortly, so I can increase production of these guys. Are you within drone? Yeah, you are. Why aren't we building you? I don't know. But we're looking to add luxury components. Again, I need
A
concrete.
building has stopped working.
Yep. Alright, supply pod. Do that. Launch it. The electronics are needed. Everything else, concrete is actually coming up. We are outpacing things, but food is barely holding on. This research will help with that. But the art store, which is online, we can go ahead and just open another one there. You guys are still producing electronics, even though it's not great. You are coming on, and we just don't have any concrete, barely concrete over here. I almost want to go down in the mine. No, go ahead and get rid of that.
Research complete.
Nice. So coming over here. Oh, they just produce more food now. That's excellent. Research. We can get you done. Get you done. We'll just add some of those things. If we can get the rockets online, I know they cost a bunch of electronics, but we have the money. And then I really just want a crap ton of concrete back, because that's what we're missing. Okay, you over here again. What? Can I not reach that? Oh, I can't.
A rocket
Oh my
has
gosh.
arrived. A building has stopped working.
Concrete into, say, here. Alright, they should be doing that. You guys should be getting that. We are starting to get concrete there. Electronics are being pushed out. Insufficient fuel. Once these come online, we should have fuel in our
You wake up
light.
startled under your own bedsheets.
All
The
right.
world outside pitch black. A disturbing dream. Not that you remember much of it.
Alright, unknown duration. Research behavioral shaping tech? Do I even have that? If it's a really, really long one, bioengineering, would it be biotech? Oh yeah, look at that, 10K. We don't really have the production for that.
A rocket is departing. Departing colonists.
Good.
Funding received.
Perfect. So we have still another billion, so I can get some concrete down here as well as some electronics. Power is fine now. More than fine. But you are headed back to Earth. You should take a little bit of time. We should be getting... Add another work shift there. How's this dome doing? They need playing, which we have a lot more playing, which is good. Over here, you guys are happy. What about over here? What are you guys missing? Playing and relaxation.
Sector scanned. Funding received.
Okay, perfect. Let's go over here and do this. Something like that. That should get you playing and relaxation done. Dining you don't have. You know what I'm going to do? We'll just go ahead and remove this one and go to home setup, dining services, and add a diner right here. And that should help with that. Homeless. I'm actually getting homeless again. Oh my gosh. Not going to do that faction opportunity. You're almost back to Earth, which would be good. I have 15 souls to get this happiness thing done, which basically we just go to each dome and we try to figure out what they're missing. So luxury, yes, and shopping. What was that? Was that dining? No, gaming. You. Add that. That's more gaming. But I think if we can get... I can't satisfy everything. Gaming should be good. Shopping will help. And luxury. This will provide luxury as well. But I do need electronics. Because you guys eat electronics. It's not the end of the world, but you know. Hungover alcoholic. Lazy. Okay. But the school should be training more people, so production
A
should be
building
coming
has
up.
stopped working.
Why? Oh, insufficient electronics. Who would have thought? Alright, we're almost back to Earth. You? What are we doing? How much fuel do I have? 19? That's bad. Alright, well, we're going to go over here. Cargo rocket. And we'll do 35 of each. Launch that.
Funding received.
That's good. So that gives us more funding to handle stuff. You guys just produce something. You guys are producing something too. A Martian Family 1. Ha! Episode 1. You guys are making the same thing. That's a lot of progress per soul. How much actually have you made? You've made $0. How much have you made? $5 billion. I don't know why you didn't make me any money. Alright, we also want to launch you back to Earth, because I'm probably going to need more resources. Once this rocket arrives, we should be able to provide lots of things, let's say. We do have water there, we have oxygen there. That should be alright once this rocket gets here. The other thing we can do is we can add an infusion. Oh, that's auto-saving. Because we do have money, and this is coming up. You guys just make a lot of progress. You guys make more progress because you're better. Be better.
Research complete.
Alright, new Shuttle Hub would be nice. What else do we have? Nothing great. That I do want ASAP. Drone Hub would be nice. Battery optimization. But bringing in the concrete... 35 concrete. How much do I have in... Alright, that will actually handle all of my construction. And then it's just maintenance, which we outpace maintenance. So we should hopefully be able to do that. Fuel, though, I am not producing enough fuel. Ooh, you are online, though. Go ahead and do that. So now once you are amplified, we should be good for better fuel production, to be outpacing fuel consumption even more. Yep, that's fine. You are going to be launching soon. Come on, launch. Just go.
Council session open. Anomaly found. Sector
What?
Scan.
Oh, you. Go scan anomaly.
Funding
and then
received.
come back. And you, I actually want over here. You, I want you to transport out of this, of just waste rock, over to there. You land here.
Deposit running low.
That's really bad. That's my concrete deposit.
A building has stopped working.
Alright, well, we should be able to get this online. Now that we have electronics inbound. And we're going to get more electronics from this guy once he returns to Earth. And more concrete, probably. But we can build you. We can build this guy. We can increase your production. Over here, we can go ahead and do that. Oh, we had a small art store this entire time? Well, now we have a big art store. In fact, because of that, let's just go ahead and demolish the small art store. Because it is better to have the big one, I believe. And how is this dome doing? Drinking. I really don't like the drinking. You want relaxation and playing. I might have to get rid of you in order to provide all that. Grocer, though, we can go ahead and do that.
A building has stopped working.
Yeah, you might be the dome that's not happy. Shopping, medical checks. Oh, that's not a good problem to have. Playing, though, you guys need playing. Well, looks like I'm gonna have to just forego my current expectation on that and go over here and get a lot of play. And that just requires concrete. My favorite thing in the world. Alright, well you have that. You should be fine. New trade routes. I could offer that. Prospect 1. Alright, well let's go ahead and get some more food online. Also complete that, opportunity. Hopefully that gets it done. We do need electronics for that. As you can see there, we do not have a lot of electronics. We only have 5 remaining. Not a lot. Now, fuel should be coming up now.
Our initial spectrographic analysis confirmed it.
Ooh.
Chromium. Defined.
I'm just going to go for the reduction. It's generally better in the long run, especially when you get later down the line for like the wonders and things. You guys are just not doing
Sector
great.
Scan. Funding received.
Let's go ahead and get a bunch of electronics to support ourselves, as well as some concrete, because I have no concrete. And 25 concrete is quite a bit of concrete. We'll see if that can help us, as our deposit slowly runs out. Alright, what we really want to do though is down here, we have, well, down there we do have concrete. And I am wondering about getting that set up. Tunnels, no. There we go. We need a shuttle hub. And this is to help facilitate what I was just talking about, the concrete down there. Is that shuttle hub, we normally have like the Rocketeer, but we want to get down here to get these 2 concrete things. And with the shuttle hub, we can transport materials via the shuttle over here. So we'd want a self-sufficient dome, effectively, in order to be able to have people in here and whatnot. It is not a top priority as of right now. Yes, we're running out of resources, but we do have that rocket inbound to help replenish our electronics. That is a big thing. But what we are going to need is get some power over here like this. We can just get at least 1. I would need a drone hub, which we need to get a fab for, which would be fine. We could do that once we get one of the shuttles back, since we do have money. Now, not a lot right now, but we could do it. We don't need the dome. I'm actually thinking we don't need all this right now. Step 1 is just to get the concrete online. We also need to send these guys. Send that back. Yeah, we need that back.
A building has stopped working.
But we will need that command drone over here once this is built. But we do need the electronics for it, because they do require a bit of electronics. Now this building is, the rocket is ready to land. That has a bunch of our electronics, as well as that well-needed concrete in order to build things. Happiness is, they still need plank and relaxation, which is what the parks are for. We might just have too many people in this particular one. I don't know. It's sometimes a problem. Now, I could put another garden over there. Do we want to put a pond? Yeah, let's put a pond. Hopefully that helps. There we go. We got a little bit of an influx of money. Let's actually put a larger dome down here. Let's get those concrete extractors set up.
Complete.
I keep goofing. We just keep going in circles, everyone. There, we did that one first try. And then we do need power. We can run it next to that. So we can run up. Nope. We need to go past that. There we go. So that would actually connect up the 2 of them. And then universal deposit, obviously, would be good. And then, let's see, that shuttle hub just needs electronics as well as concrete.
A building has stopped
We
working.
should have all those
Sector
available.
Scanned. Funding received.
But what else do we need? That is going to Earth. That is good. Do we want to pause that? I don't know if we want to pause that, but you are just not working on that because we don't have the waste rock. I don't think. I think that's the problem. I don't know why you're not working that.
Council session open.
Council session.
Vote passed.
Yeah, I guess we can do that. There's not really a lot we can do without getting the Mars embassy in order to start getting more laws and things online. Well, just looking for more. There we go. We found some more metals. We're always needing metals. We only have the one deposit. We're going to go ahead and collect all of these, and we're going to go ahead and put them by our new machine parts factory so that we can actually make sure that thing is well stocked for producing our machine parts. Okay, we do have some electronics. I just need to high prioritize that shuttle hub. Need to get that online first. We do need a drone hub, as well as we're going to get 2 moisture vaporators. That's just for the dome that we're going to be building down there. I think the barrel dome takes 2. Especially if we hook up food down there, it would need more.
A building has stopped working.
Alright, these guys are producing me money, which is what we need. But down here, we do really need to set this up. But we need everything, and you. So I need concrete, and I need electronics. It seems that I have the concrete and the electronics, it's just that they're not making their way over to where they need to. Let's say, because then we will have the fuel. We are producing enough fuel, mind you, to fuel them. But just checking around, make sure we're upgrading things, amplifying things where we can. We don't have a lot of concrete left over there, which is why this is becoming such a priority. And we do need to just get the power on first. Don't worry about the dome. Okay, we are starting to get some of the electronics in there. Can't talk. But we need to figure out the rest of it. Alright, we're going to high prioritize these things so that when we do get over here, things are good. That we can just kind of leave as is. We don't need to... I was thinking about deactivating some things to just prioritize. We're going to go ahead and bring the RC Explorer over here. Not RC Explorer, Commander. Sorry, the Explorer is the one that gets our anomalies. But yeah, we are running out of concrete, which is why we need this so much. Yeah. You are just in a bad way because A, we don't have electronics, we don't have concrete, we can't fix things, which is the current crisis that's ongoing. We're also at Soul 90, which, you know, is not a positive sign since we don't have our achievement yet. Let's go ahead and go over here. Let's get our drone hub and moisture vaporators. I am going to go ahead and get another small electronics factory. Hopefully that helps stave off some stuff. And then I don't have money for that. Machine parts I don't need, but let's go ahead and grab some concrete. Maybe not. Because I want to preserve some money because we have all those laws enacted and we don't want to run into a situation where it's like, hey, guess what? We can't pay for things and we lose everything. I can't remember. I mean, we could check, but it'll be what it be. But that, we're almost done with that. The electronics are coming down. We're basically in a holding pattern for a little bit. We got more mirages coming in. Don't know what that ultimately will lead to as we complete that mysterious mirage, or the
day is searing hot. You find refuge in the blessedly cool the waters of the deep ground reservoir. You talk for what seems an eternity, hoping beyond hope that your words are enough to reach the hearts of your audience.
We're going to spread the truth.
Forced down your throat is no belief at all.
That's right. If you want to believe, you need to believe. We will speak simply the truth, and those will follow. Alright. We have our RC commanders in work.
Funding received.
Funding is received.
Sector scan.
Sector scan. More funding received. Doing okay. I just really need these shuttles online. Also, the shuttle that contains the drone hub is critical to actually, build said drone hub. But once we can get this remote concrete outpost, I feel that things will be better. Polymers, not so worried about, so those...
A building has stopped working.
What's that? We're having lots of buildings because of the concrete situation. We only have 44 concrete left. It's not good. And we still have 13 homeless. That's bad. 19 jobs available, rather people seeking jobs. I don't have any vacant jobs. I could open up a few of them. As you saw previously, there was that security outpost. But... okay, we're just checking around things. Looking at the current status of things, because I'm very concerned with only, 9 souls left to get that one achievement where we have to get 250 colonists, which we have, but we have to have...
research complete.
Above 70 comfort for 250 of them, which is a high demand, mind you. So we're gonna go ahead and pop this down here. Once that lands, we should be able to get some other things. There's our fuel extractors. I'm just looking at that. I think is very nice because that will help with the happiness level. And we are getting 912 science per soul there. So that is good. Hopefully we can knock that out shortly. I mean, it'll be done before we have an issue, but are we going to get our stuff online? Well, we should have our drone hub now that shuttle landed. So if I go to here, I can go ahead and build you. I want to put you, and I'll put you right there. It's a nice little spot. The issue is, though, we need to get power.
Funding received.
Which means I need you online.
Council session open.
Yeah, council session. Yeah, that doesn't have power. Yeah, that's unknown. There's just lots of things going on. Alright, well, there's some metals. I guess we can move you just a little bit over. If you guys can grab those metals, you could start building some of the wiring. That's 13. That would hook up, the one concrete extractor. But, yeah, again, still waiting on you. I think I'm gonna have to... we can send that back, but I think I'm going to need to actually import more electronics, because we're down to 5, so they didn't actually go to the shuttle hub. Supply pod, though, since I do have some money, we will go ahead and... food, yeah, because we're actually running out of food here. I noticed that we're down to 44, which is actually a really bad thing, and we need electronics in order to make more fungal farms in order to actually produce more food. I just don't know if we've staved that off yet. Food consumption is outweighing food production. You saw that 20 to 34.
Sector scan. Funding received.
More funding has been received. That's good. How are we doing? Let's just go ahead and scan these things. Let's just get a plethora of stuff. But this inbound supply pod should hopefully be enough to handle you. I just really need that piece of concrete to just migrate over to this. Again, I do need more food, so I'm going to go ahead and try to build you. Again, needs concrete. 10 concrete is a lot of concrete. Let's go ahead and land that supply pod. Hopefully we can get the shuttle online shortly.
A rocket has arrived.
Go ahead and destroy that. The patient? Well, we're going to try to treat them. Bring them in for treatment. It costs 50 million. I know it's a lot, but we're going to go ahead and try to do it.
Mission goal completed. Milestone.
And we just got a mission goal, got $3 billion. What did we actually complete? Oh, colonists with needs above 180. Well, we need to get that to 250 colonists to get that achievement. So at least we're on the right track. I'm happy about that.
A building has stopped working.
Yeah, stopped working. It's because that's empty. That's really bad. Well, $3 billion is $3 billion. So we need to get this up ASAP. Alright, there's concrete maintenance. We're not doing production anymore. Alright. How do we want to handle this? Cargo rocket. No, I don't. I can't actually buy rockets at this point. Let's just go ahead and do a little bit of that and launch it. We can only do 10 at a time, but hopefully that gets us into the shuttle to hopefully then get us down below. Now we do need machine parts down there as well as concrete. So let's go ahead and get even more concrete. And a bunch of electronics. That'll be good. We can use the money that we just got. RC transport. I'm going to go ahead and get all these materials over here, collect all of those, and bring them over here. So we can continue our production. Get things a-flowing.
Some colonists are earthsick.
Yeah. Well, we're having issues with the colony because we're not providing enough of everything. And this is why I'm very concerned about our achievement. But hopefully if we can get...
Not enough fuel for shuttles.
Oh, our shuttle actually got online. Perfect. That means... Can I get... Ooh, we would need this online. Okay. Yes. And this 10 concrete that we just got. Well, now I'm not going to need it over there, so I'm going to drop it right here. And that way they can hopefully build the power. And once power's online... And that's also going to provide some metals as well. Alright, funding, we're fine with that. Yeah, heavy workload, we got power. Check. What do we want? Comfort? Yeah, sure, why not? There's only one dome that I have that has a farm. Those type of things, water, new crops. That school one's actually pretty powerful, I have to admit. If we can get workaholic on things, things would be solid. But now we have power being formed. I just need you guys to build... Well, not that. I need the metal. The metals first, you fools. What do we have in here? Alright, they are making it, and once that's online, like that...
Sector
there we go.
scan.
Now that drone hub is
Funding
powered.
received.
So now they can reach out and go do things. And again, that dome is paused, which is good. This should be a new influx of goodies for us to hopefully recover the colony. We are starting to get... Oh, we got an achievement! The Great Garden of Eden. We did get our achievement, so there's our 250 colonists with 70 plus comfort. We're going to go ahead and amplify all of these bad boys as well to go ahead and get that concrete online.
Heavy
so we
shuttle
were
workload.
able to do it. I am very, very happy about that. We just need to now complete the inner light. Once we do that, effectively the Church of the Bean playthrough will be complete. As we reach out and go try to do other things, but we now can unpause this because the local concrete should be able to build it. Now we do need to increase your power and perhaps even build additional power, because I don't think I'll have enough with the one power plate, although double power is very nice. But we are going to move you back over here. I'm also going to add some storages over here, some large dumping sites.
Received.
Click and a click. Hopefully that helps. And then, yeah, more funding. That's nice. Doing okay. Oh, I didn't actually upgrade my moisture vaporators. Okay. Well, that's needed considering I'm having a water problem. Go ahead and tack this one in. Where can we put you? We'll just squeeze you in here. Yes. Alright, well that should resolve that -1 that we have going on. It's not necessarily the end of the world. It's because we keep building the fungal farms, and they take a lot of water. There is like a mysterious event that you could get that actually upgrades them so they require less, which would be awesome. Let's go ahead and get some storage over here for our waste rock. That's producing 17, and that's producing 35 effectively. So we should be producing a lot of concrete very rapidly, and that will help us get things. That is a very high deposit for rare metals, so hopefully we can get that a-going. And now I really need to find the big electronics factory so that we can outpace our electronics usage.
Open.
And then we have, you know, these guys. Sure, we'll vote for that.
Vote passed.
Whoop-de-doo, Basil. But anyways, I think we're doing pretty solid here. We just need to finish again the kind of the challenge that's going on, but we're doing pretty good. So I'll go ahead and end it there. But Dr. Munchkin, signing out.